Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah the Luxe Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation, leave the rest for someone else. And by all means, please contact licensed professionals and or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and or crises. That being said, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Gucci Marmont small shoulder bag, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the series I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. I am going to start by choosing a deck for your reading. And the deck I'm going to choose is Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Tani. And I am going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I will have a timestamp listed in the description box for you below. Let us begin. Please and thank you, Spirit, collective energies. Please and thank you, Spirit, collective energies. Please and thank you, Spirit, collective energies. What messages do we have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energies. Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we will do one more. All right, let us begin. Oh, justice to start. Amen. All right, feeling balanced, getting what we deserve, going after what we deserve, being very clear about it, being very vocal about it. Actually be like, this is where you're able, like, you could be the judge. Like, all right, you're the Supreme Court justice, okay, in your life. Okay, you're reading people, okay, trying to discern, all right, so you can stay balanced. But this is good. This is good energy. Being balanced mentally and making sure you get what is yours and not playing about it. We have the Magician. Ooh, amen. This is good energy to really have, actually, because this is where you're clear and balanced and you can make decisions from a balanced place and you can go after what you want from a balanced place. We have the Page of Swords. Are you telling somebody these plans, or somebody watching and listening and perhaps observing you? I'm going to say, is it emulating you? This is somebody who's studying you. You're a study. People want to study you because you have found justice in your life and your life looks magical. Okay? You're not looking like Cinderella. You're looking like the fairy godmother. Okay? Period. Like, you get justice for yourself, though. That's the thing. It's like you're creating justice in your own life and it's looking magical. It's got people watching. Ooh wee, what are you doing? Especially because it's like, Justice card is major arcana, so is the Magician. So this is like inspiring because it's like more so divinely guided. It's more so than just the mundane. This is where it looks like cosmic forces are working in your life, but it looks like it's on you, like you're doing it, which is kind of hard to explain, but that's why people are watching, because they're like, no person could do this on their own. Like, how are they doing this? That's why it's got people studying. It's got people talking. Because you're looking like the fairy godmother, not Cinderella. You're looking like you can bring wonderful things into people's lives. It's like, if they did that for themselves, could they help me? This is where they might be looking at you like, could you teach me? Okay, they want to learn. That's why I said emulating you. 8 of Swords. They feel stuck. That's why. See, you have Justice and the Magician. They're a Page of Swords and an 8 of Swords. Oh yeah, they're trying to learn. this is, I don't know who this is. It could be people from your past. It could be people in your family, past friends, family members, anybody from specifically the past though. Now it could be current though, like current friend groups as well, siblings, just like anybody in your environment. Seriously. Third and fourth house, that's your immediate environment. Fourth house, that's the house of Cancer, so that does rule the past. Cancer, that rules over the past, but your roots and everything like that. So it could be anyone around you in your neighborhood. Everybody is watching you, and you come off looking very put together, regal, like you can help them in some way. This is where when you walk in, people assume you're some type of very important person, and so therefore it's like, oh, this is someone I should know type energy. Type of pony, every pony should know. And shout out to my bronies and the My Little Pony lovers. Like, this is some rarity energy where she's like, I'm the creme de la creme, what did you say? Girl on the go, yeah. I'm the type of pony every pony should know. All right, this is that, okay? Except you actually are, right? But she is, though. Rarity was the bomb, okay? There's some rarity. You're a rarity, okay? They want to know. All right, Two of Wands. Why am I breaking out My Little Pony? We got some My Little Pony lovers in the house. I'm sorry. My Little Pony, the Friendship is Magic series, dope. They have some dope harmonies in their music and everything too. Like, I'm just saying, don't hate, don't sleep on the ponies, okay? Two of Wands, Four of Swords. Look at that. Yes, making plans in your sleep. Making ish happen in your sleep. What are you doing? That's got people feeling this way. Like, seriously, what are you doing? It's like, this is where I'm saying it looks like the divine is working on your behalf. Like, this is stuff that other people just can't do. Your stuff is looking miraculous. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I can't even come up with examples because it's just like, I mean, you may have popped up with, I don't know, some type of wins. Like if this is at work, this is where you always come up with incredible ideas. And they're like, how did you come up with that? You know what I mean? It's like genius. Page of Coins. So we got 2 pages here. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, they're learning and trying to emulate you. It's a Page of Swords. That's where they're watching and studying. And then the Page of Coins says them trying to do it in the physical. Wow. But you looking like you just master stuff up in your sleep. Like you're not even trying. And people are feeling like children in your energy. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, what is this? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Going from a Page of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles? That's why it looks miraculous? That's why? Because you done came into a whole bunch of wealth and nobody knows how. It looks like you just did it overnight. 2 of Wands, that's you planning. And then your 4 of Swords are already resting. It's like they see you resting, but it's like, what did you do? And then you just come out with a 10 of Pentacles, meaning either wealth. I mean, this could be a marriage or relationship. Like maybe one day people didn't even know that you were dating anyone. And then the next minute, you know, you're marrying some type of a millionaire or multi-millionaire. It could be that. Like people didn't see it happen. And then you just pop out with it. And wow. Wow. Yeah, people didn't see it. They were, but also it's like they don't have the mind to see it. You know, this is where it's like he who has the ears to hear, let him hear. It's like if you told them, they wouldn't understand it anyway. They don't understand what you were doing. Y'all must be some master manifestors. I say this channel is for the manifestors. Y'all attracted here. Come on in. Well, whatever you have manifested, it's like you making people into believers because now they're trying this ish for themselves. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. What? That's what I'm saying. You see this blending of families? It's like you popped out with a relationship or a marriage of significance though. Like somebody I should know. Like you done secured the bag is what the girls the people would say. If this is a relationship, this person has money, like money, like this multimillionaire status, like but they didn't see it happening. Like they might have thought that you were stuck or something too. Oh my goodness, I don't know why. I don't know what was going on in the past, but it's like they may have thought that you would just be like, I don't know what happened in the past, because why would you need to magic something up in the first place? Why would you need justice? If you have justice, that means something needed to be balanced. That means something was imbalanced. And people thought you were going to be stuck there, but all of a sudden you pop out with more than a leg up. Okay, you got a whole new life and looks like family. I mean, 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. All right. And they didn't see it happening. So they want to know. And it's like, I mean, if this was like your old girlfriends or siblings or something, this is where you like were like, oh yeah, I got on my vision board. I'm going to make all this money, or my career is going to go up and I'm going to make all this money. And they're like, okay, that's funny. You know, okay, girl. Okay, dude. All right. Or you're like, I'm going to manifest a wealthy partner and blah, blah, blah. And they just blew it off. But then you come up with it. Okay. Suddenly you are in some high-powered, high-paying position. Suddenly you are, you know what I mean? It's like, or I mean, if you were on the job, it would be like, you say that you can deliver something and people don't believe you can deliver it, but you delivered it. And they're confused. Now, why do we care? We don't. But just know people are watching, like you're a role model in some way. We have a 7 of Pentacles. Exactly. See, you were working on this. They just didn't see it. But you see, you were manifesting this. This is why, you see, and this is what manifestors know that other people don't know. So shout out, you must be a dope-ass manifester. But manifestors work smart, not hard. It's not about hard work. It's about thinking and believing what you want to happen and then letting the universe guide you to it. And the universe is going to guide you to the most blissful way to get it. Especially if your karma is clear, like you're not hurting anybody, you haven't done anything to anybody. If your karma is clear, I mean, you'll still have to work out karmic issues, but the way manifestation works is not about working hard. It's about working smart. And so maybe that's what this is. You are working smart, not hard. And so people were like, that's why it looks like you did it in your sleep. Okay. Wow. But the thing is, you were building it, but you were building it through spirit, which is what manifestation is. Okay, see, 7 of Cups, looking like the genies of the lamp. They are confused. This is right underneath these pages. They are confused. They don't know. They want to emulate you, but they don't know how. So now they're trying to study you. They don't know where to start, though. They don't know where to start. And these were closed-minded individuals. So they have a Page of Swords and the 8 of Swords. They couldn't see it. These were very close-minded individuals. And they had a lot to say. Because this Page of Swords ain't just standing there. They got a little bird and a smirk on their face while they're watching you. Like, meh, okay, whatever. And they're very close-minded. And this is why they can't help but keep watching. Because they're like, what? What? See, but you were shooting in the gym manifestation-wise, faith-wise, acting as if-wise. Okay, now they are all confused. These were people who must have been in competition with you. Okay, or just no, they just wanted to see how it played out because they didn't believe. Period. They did not believe. They were very close-minded to it, but now they want to emulate you. Now it's like, now that you got the proof that it works, they want to jump on the bandwagon, but I'm seeing them not letting you know this. I'm not seeing where they're coming forward. Okay. I'm not seeing, some of them might though, but I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing where they're just in the dark trying to figure out what you did. They may be getting books on manifestation, law of attraction, the 48 laws of power, how to win friends and influence people, all these books that talk about how you work smart, not hard. Because that is the real way to get above the system of this earth. Let me just tell you, Because I did this with my ex. See, I was staying home. So everybody thought, see, I was resting. Like, this is me as an example. I like to give me an example because who else do I have as an example? I don't know nobody else and what they're doing. But it's like, see, I was staying home with my kids, but I'm the manifester. I was the manifester in the relationship. So it's like my husband's always talking about, he's like, oh my gosh, or my ex. It's like, what I accomplished is astonishing. I accomplished in 5 years what it takes most people 25 years to do in my field. And this is true. And it was all because of the manifestation work we were working together to do. So it was like, we had people like, what the flip are you doing? Because going from the money we were making to the money that we ended up making, it was just like, people were flabbergasted because it was a meteoric rise. Like, and my husband is only a couple years older than me. And I mean, he was leading over people twice his age. So it's that kind of energy. But that is how the law of attraction manifestation works. So it's like other people could have been, because he's in engineering and he didn't even have an engineering degree. He went back and got like an associates of engineering, just so he can make sure he has that, on his resume and stuff. But he didn't originally have that. And he was still shooting to the top. Why? Because some people work hard and think you got to do things the way the world tells you to, but you don't. What you have to do is follow spirit's guidance after you be asking for stuff. That's how manifestation works. And so this is what is going on here in this type of energy, and why these people would be in the dark, because they have to go through this journey themselves and they don't know where to start. Okay, you looking like Aladdin. You looking like the fairy godmother, and Aladdin is like, which lamp? I can choose any of them. Okay, I got a million ways to get it. Choose one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. We on, right? So here you go. Look at that, the world. And what did I say? For some of you, this is a relationship. You see, in this deck in particular, it is like you popped out with a better relationship. Okay, I don't know what was going on in the past. I mean, this could have been your ex who was so close-minded, who did not believe. Okay, because like I said, we have this 8 of Swords and it is right above a 10 of Pentacles, right? So your ex could have been watching and things like that and closed-minded. I mean, they could have benefited off what you did, but still didn't believe. If y'all went y'all separate ways, this is where you're about to be graduating to a higher level. You about to get a newer, wealthier partner. Somebody who does believe in themselves or whatever. I'm just saying, this is where they probably was like, you'll never find nobody like me. You'll never find nobody better than me. But it was like, if you held the manifestation power, well, you never needed them in the first place. And so this is where they're about to be flabbergasted, because look at that. And then we have a 3 of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, their ego's about to be bruised and crushed, because they probably thought, like, if you're the one where there are people like that, where you are the fairy godmother, you're the bringer of justice. This justice card is in the 1st house. So you get justice. All right. And you're in alignment with your spirits with this 10 of Cups. And you're a magician out here. So it's like you were the one creating this energy. If you were with somebody and y'all were having, like I was talking about, a meteoric rise to success, or y'all lives were getting better and improving, it was because of your energy, right? So then you have your ex thinking that they were the ones doing it, or thinking that they're dope too, but they weren't the ones with the faith. And it's like, they can do stuff too. Great. Yeah. Because they can work in this world and work hard and all that kind of stuff. But what you do, they cannot do. They're not going to be able to reproduce those results. That's why there's an 8 of Swords here, stuck. They're not going, and when you close this out, they're going to be all confused, because they're not going to know how to move forward in the same way you can. You're about to be elevating in a new elevated relationship, and they're the ones about to be stuck because it was you who held all the manifestation power. That's what I'm really seeing here. And so they are about to see you pop out with a more elevated, a reflection of yourself. You see? All right. The family's coming together, a reflection. Y'all both going to be elevated. And so they're going to be flabbergasted. It's going to make their head hurt. Like, what the hell? How? See, It goes from a 3 of swords. So I'm seeing some type of breakup energy for sure. So that's who this is. This is an ex. Look, they in the background, like how? Like watching. After they already had, you had to, they didn't believe in you, I'm seeing. Whatever you're doing, they didn't believe. So it looks like you're taking all your wealth creation abilities and leaving. So we have a 3 of swords. Okay, that's where you realize they don't believe in you. They don't support you or whatever, even though you're putting in all this magical energy into your relationship. Then we have what? The King of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. And you're leaving and then walking away. 8 of Pentacles. So it's like you're taking away the ability to produce success and walking away with it. Right? This is where if you do walk away, if this was a marriage, like a marriage is where you're walking away with the house, with the money. Okay? And this is where they're going to be stuck and you're going to keep elevating. And you're about to get a wealthier partner. Okay? Because, I mean, this is here. It's out here with this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the World. And the 10 of Pentacles is in the 8th house of shared resources. Okay? That's shmunty. Shmunty hunty. So I'm not just saying this for no reason. So they thought that this is where they got too big for their britches, is what I'm seeing here. Like if you were working with this person, if you were manifesting, like they thought it was them and all their work and what they were doing, and they weren't giving you any credit. And this is why you had to get justice for yourself, why that's in the 1st house. And the way you got justice was to end it. That's a final card. The World. You realize I can't stay here. And you walked away, and this is how they're going to learn and how they're going to see with this Page of Swords that they cannot reproduce the results that they had with you. Why? Because you were the ticket. You were the manifestation energy that was bringing the success in the first place. So it's like they can get success for themselves, yeah, but guess what? It's going to be through that hard work that they believe in. They're going to have to work real hard because that's what they believe in. Whereas you believe in working smart and with spirit. So it's going to be fairy godmother time out here, and you're gonna pop out with this. I'm seeing a very, very wealthy marriage here. That's what I'm seeing here. I really am. And I'm seeing you being able to invest in the things that, I mean, you might never have to work again with this 4 of Swords in the 6th house. You may never have to work again, but you can still build whatever you want because it's under this Magician, where you can build whatever you want. And we have a 7 of Coins in the 10th house of career. So it's like you can continue investing in your career, but it's going to be something that you create for yourself is what I'm seeing. And you have the ability to do that because you're the one who brings the creative energy. But you got somebody who's already established. Why? Because you believe that you can create the wealth for yourself. So a reflection of that would be someone who has created the wealth for themselves. Okay? And I'm seeing you getting it whichever way that you want, whether it's through another person or through yourself, because you're in alignment with spirit. What you have learned in the 9th house, the higher learning, is how to be in alignment with spirit. Okay? Manifestation is all about believing, but it's also about taking guided actions based off of your communication with spirit when they send you the signs and tell you go here and do this. And that is how you maneuver and manipulate the energy, and you work smart, not hard. And people don't know how to do that if they're not studying this stuff. So you might have a whole ass ex out here who now they studying this stuff because when they were with you, they know that's how they were succeeding. And now they need to recreate that for themselves. Especially if you really did leave and take a whole bunch of money and stability, and they can feel that energy leave. Oh, they can feel that leave because they know that it wasn't just them. Yeah, see, competition. Remember I said it's somebody who's in competition with you. It's like they didn't like the fact that you got credit for any of this. Yeah, this is energetic warfare. Yes, they did not believe in you. That is what is so sad. We have a 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands. That is competition and energetic attacks. We have a Knight of Wands acting rashly. And look at this person being a banshee, immature. And then 10 of Swords. Okay, that is betrayal. And the betrayal is that they're not giving you credit. They're not believing in you. They're benefiting off of you and your energy, but not giving you credit at all. Acting like you don't matter. And so when you leave, oh, they're going to see how much it don't matter to you. Okay? Yup. I'm telling you. What did I just say? What did I just say? This is a new relationship that's about to pop up on their ass. Look at this. Death. You put it to bed because you realized they was no good for you. They was betraying you by basically not believing in you and talking shit about you behind your back. Your own partner, right? Then it's the moon. It's death and the moon. Okay, that's you going into your fears and maybe leaving. Okay, but also the moon is hidden. What was hidden? Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. Going after a relationship that's more of a reflection to you. Period, point blank. A deep connection filled with happiness and good vibes. Because this person was a secret backstabber in the first place. Right? And it wasn't even so secret. It's just like y'all may have had fights about this, about different beliefs that y'all may have. Like, this is where you talk about manifestation and all this stuff, and they're benefiting from it, but they don't want to give you credit for it. They want to be like, oh, it was them and what they were doing. Especially if you were staying home here, because I see a 4 of Swords in the 6th house of work. Period. I'm not just saying this. This is what is on the board. And this is where people may have thought that you were stuck, and why people thought you were stuck. Because if you were staying home and they're like, oh, they missed out on years of experience, or they don't have it, or blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, you don't need it. Because here, I got this message in the collective. Like, I don't know, who was it? Cancer's reading? I think it was Cancer's reading. But it was like, where spirit is ushering somebody who wants to take care of you. Well, shout out collective, okay? Y'all not just manifesting for yourselves. Y'all manifesting love and people who appreciate you because you deserve it. Like I said, y'all had this on y'all vision board, a lot of y'all. And now people is like, now it's happening. Good for you, honey. Good for you. So, because I'm getting the relationship vibes, I'm going to go in with this loving messages. Yeah, you had to realize this person doesn't support you and they don't deserve the benefit of your fairy godmother energy. Right? We're not casting our pearls before swine, is what this energy is. Your pearl is your ability to believe and achieve through faith and manifestation. And the swine is them acting like them that matters, or, you know, like, no, we're not about to let people benefit of our energy. Now I'm talking about you. If you don't know this, if this ain't happening now, let me tell you, you're not about to allow people to benefit off of your magical fucking energy, your manifestation energy, and then they're acting like you don't matter to their lives because, well, at the end of the day, they don't believe in it. Okay, well then, cool beans. You know, it's one thing not to believe in it, but it's another thing to like, and the reason this is why it's so important to be equally yoked, justice card, balance card, is because it's like, if people don't believe, especially if you're a manifester, if people don't believe the way you believe, then you'll never get credit. You really won't. If they don't believe that anything that you did with, you know, your higher power or manifesting happened, they only believe it came through the 3D, you'll never be able to get reciprocity in a relationship like that because they can't acknowledge that this is them. Stuck. 8 of Swords in the mind. They'll never be able to go there. So how can they really feel grateful or really feel like, wow, thank you, you know, even if they do see it, even if they do know and they can admit, you know, like my ex was admitting like, yeah, this is a meteoric, I can't believe this happened, right? Even if they can say that, they'll still attribute it to something else, you know what I mean? So how can you have a balanced relationship when you're never going to get credit for the work that you do? And if the work that you do is spiritual, well, like, even if it's not manifestation, let's just say you do ritual work or whatever, you know, for prosperity. If they don't believe it, you put all that energy and all that work into your rituals to help you get prosperous, and then you're with somebody who doesn't believe it, then they will never be able to honor your contributions to the relationship. And so this might be a message to you all, if you're in this now, like, hey, how are they going to honor it when they don't believe? Okay. All right, Spirit, clarifications and or guidance. What have we? We have the Runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. And this is you. Yes, this is you. It's like, I gotta go. I have to go. The running away is what, and the intensity, the turmoil and fleeting. It's like It's sad for you, but you know you gotta go. But then this is also their energy. Like, they're running away from the truth of what's going on in the relationship. Well, you're part in it anyway. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change. That's what you're doing. You're realizing this now. Things coming to light and heal. You're realizing y'all aren't equally yoked because how are you going to, like I said, you can't get the reciprocity. So this is good. I'm so sorry. That's why the Three of Swords is at the bottom. You know, it is sad, but at the end of the day, you're going to be better off. Okay, this is why the walking away card is here. Because, again, first of all, you're about to get somebody more onto your speed. But it's like your manifestation power is going to upgrade now because you don't have a non-believer attached to you. And draining your energy by the fact that they're secretly thinking you're crazy or telling everybody that you're crazy or just basically, that's not reciprocity. They're not pouring back into you with the same belief if they are discounting what you're actually doing. See, look at that. But these people, they know. This is why I'm saying, this is why there's a Page of Swords here and a Page of Pentacles. This is why they're trying to emulate it because they know that you were, that's why I said it from the very beginning. They're like, oh, you looking like the fairy godmother. This person knew you were the fairy godmother in their life and they still was like being closed-minded and didn't want to give you props because, like I saw at the bottom of this flipping deck, they were in competition with it and sending spiritual warfare to it, being immature. That's why we have this right here. And Spirit says, yep, enable those boundaries and walk away because Spirit got something way better for you when you what? Close out this cycle. And this would be the successful closing out of a cycle because you will know now what you really deserve. Someone on your level. I know, it's sad. Well, this is them too. That's why it's next to the girl with the snake. They're heartbroken. Deeply hurt and sad, but feeling lost. That's what they're feeling right now. See that Seven of Cups? Yup. Grieving and despair, breakup. I know it hurts, but you had to do it, or you're going to have to do it. But this is what they're about to be feeling. Grieving and despair and feeling lost. Because now they're about to really see, oh, was that you this whole time? Oh, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it. Okay, then repeat these results. Because you are about to repeat these results. You're repeating these results. Okay? On every flipping level. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? This is major arcana. That's you. This is what's going on the higher level. And on the mundane, it looks just exactly the same. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the World card. So you repeated your results. Now, can they do it? And no, they cannot. But at the bottom of the day, this is what Spirit wants you to focus on. This is what you have now. A true love. And if this is happening to you right now, this is Spirit's promise to you. Like, go and find a reflection of you because you're not getting reciprocity where you are. If you're having these realizations, you're having these realizations for a reason. Time with friends, having fun. Happily single. That's what it says next. Right? So it's like, get away from this person and let your real love come in because it says get back out there. Meeting someone new. And it says setting a date. You're going to be setting a date. And this person is always going to be watching. Watching. Look what it says. While you're out here partying and meeting someone new, the love of your life, this is them. Okay? Watching. And it says competition and envy. That's what it was from the very beginning. They were in competition with you. That's not a lover. It's not a friend. Whomever this was. Okay? It says look over your shoulder. Period. So this is either your ex or I'm saying it's also be your past friends and things like that. Whomever it was that didn't believe in you. Okay? Yeah, walk away from them because they're secretly competing with you and sending you the evil eye. Basically, they're sending you a spiritual warfare because they're openly disgracing you, basically, openly competitive with you, talking about you. And so their energy is off and you have to balance that out for yourself. But like I said, what Spirit wants you to focus on, the bottom of this is this. Love. This is what you have here. So congratulations to all of you who have already successfully completed this cycle, already moved on. And now, like I said, you got to pop out with this relationship and people's jaws is dropping. Maybe you already have. Enjoy it. Enjoy the crazy look on their faces while you out here being a whole fairy godmother because you believed. And so you deserve it. Okay, you're rewarded for the faith that you have. And so that's what's being reflected in your life right now. Kudos to you. That is a message that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.